Look, I'm about to tell you something that's going to make you uncomfortable. The financial system you've trusted your entire life is designed to keep you broke. I'm Grant Cardone, and by the end of this video, you're going to understand why everything you've been taught about money is a lie, and exactly what to do about it to create real wealth in your life. See this image right here. This represents the two paths you can take with your money. One leads to financial slavery, the other to financial freedom. Most people are on the wrong path because nobody told them the truth. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on what the financial institutions don't want you to know. Did you know that 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now? That's not just poor people. That includes people making six figures. Here's a question. If your financial strategy was working, would you still be watching videos like this searching for answers? Let me tell you something personal. When I was 25, I had $3,000 to my name, living in a Toyota Corolla, following all the smart financial advice. Save money, buy a house, fund your 401k, and I was broke. It wasn't until I completely rejected conventional wisdom that I built a $2 billion real estate empire. This video isn't like others you've seen because I'm not here to give you comfortable advice that sounds good. I'm here to show you what actually works in today's economy. Your parents told you to buy a house because it's a good investment. Your financial advisor told you to max out your retirement account. Your bank tells you to save your money with them. It's all garbage. Let me tell you something nobody else will. These are wealth prevention strategies, not wealth creation strategies. How many of you own a home right now? Gesture as if audience is raising hands. It was sold to you as an investment, but show me one person who got rich just from their primary residence. You can't, because it doesn't happen. How many have retirement accounts? Gesture again. They lock your money away for DECADES, charge you fees, and if you try to access your own money before their arbitrary age limit, they penalize you. This isn't about making you comfortable, it's about telling you the truth. And here's the truth. The financial system isn't designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to make them wealthy using your money. When I was building my career, I trusted banks. I thought they were keeping my money safe. Then one day, learned that banks pay an average of 0.12% interest on savings accounts. That's not 1.2%. That's 0.12%. Let me show you what that means with the rule of 72. At 10% interest, your money doubles every 7.2 years. But at today's bank rates of 0.12%, it would take you 600 years to double your money. 600 years. That's not an investment strategy. That's financial suicide. If you're starting to realize you've been lied to about money your entire life, type "wake up" in the comments right now. I want to see who's ready to hear the real truth about creating wealth. Let me share something I don't talk about often. In 2008, I almost lost everything. The real estate market crashed, and I was overextended. I had followed some conventional advice about diversification instead of going all in on what I knew best. That mistake cost me millions and taught me the most valuable lesson of my life. Never trust conventional financial wisdom. The experts pushing that wisdom have never created real wealth themselves. That failure became the foundation of my 10x rule. I realized that playing it safe is the riskiest thing you can do with your money. The only true security comes from taking massive action. Here's what nobody tells you. About money, you don't need to save money, you need to make more money and keep it to deploy into cash-flowing assets. Step 1, make more money. Stop listening to financial gurus telling you to cut expenses and clip coupons. That's poverty thinking. You can't save your way to wealth. You need to increase your income. Step 2, keep your money. I didn't say save it, I said keep it. There's a difference. Saving means letting it sit somewhere doing nothing. Keeping means holding it until you can. Step 3, deploy it into cash-flowing assets that will outlast today's technology. Facebook might not exist in 20 years. Apple might not exist. But the assets I invest in have stood the test of time for centuries. What's your biggest obstacle to making more money right now? Drop it in the comments with the word obstacle, and I'll try to address the most common ones in my next video. I operate with what I call the 40% rule. I'm always looking to save 40% of my income to deploy into wealth-building opportunities. Most financial advisors tell you to save 10–15%. That's why most financial advisors aren't wealthy. They're giving you formulas for mediocrity, not success. When I say 40%, people tell me, "Grant, that's impossible." But here's what I tell them: if you can't save 40% of your income, you don't have an expense problem, you have an income problem. The solution isn't to budget better, it's to 10x your income. When you focus on exponentially growing your income instead of cutting back on lattes, you change the entire game. Let me show you exactly what I mean by assets that outlast technology. I'm talking about real estate, businesses with physical products and essential services. I don't trust paper assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Why? Because they're controlled by people who don't care about your financial future. When I tried to withdraw $1 million of my own money from the bank, cash I had earned and deposited, they told me I couldn't have it. They put limits on my money. That was the day I realized banks aren't financial partners, they're financial predators. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, type control in the comments. I want to know who's serious about building real wealth. Here's what you need to do starting today. 1. Commit to increasing your income by at least 10x. If you're making $50,000, your target is $500,000. Don't tell me it's impossible. I've helped thousands of people do it. 2. Implement the 40% rule immediately. Look at your current income and expenses and figure out what needs to change to hit that 40% mark. 3. Stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an investor. Every dollar you spend should either be making you money or building your capability to make more money. Here's your immediate action step. Calculate your 40% number right now. What's 40% of your monthly income? That's your wealth building target. If you can't hit it, you need to increase your income until you can. Subscribe to this channel right now, because next week I'm dropping the Millionaire Money Formula, where I'll show you exactly where to put that 40% for maximum growth. I'm talking about the specific investments that built my $2 billion portfolio. And if you haven't watched my video on the 10x rule for financial freedom, go watch it right after this. It's the perfect companion to what we've covered today and will show you how to accelerate everything we've talked about. Remember this: average financial advice produces average results, and average is just another word for broke. You weren't born to be average. You were born to be wealthy, to create value, to live an abundant life. The financial system is counting on your ignorance. I'm counting on your potential. This is Grant Cardone. Now go 10x your money.